shell shock from the First and Second World Wars might still be affecting people today. Now, in the First and Second World Wars, they knew what shell shock was. It was a recognised phenomenon. They knew a little bit about it, but they didn't give it the same weight that we would today. Now, there were people who were being shot for cowardice, and they were not being given access to, or sometimes they were being given access to a doctor, but there was not a protocol in place that was being followed every single time that people who were accused of cowardice were being assessed to see if there was something else going on. This is war, and it really came down to, you know, what was going on at the time, and people were shot. And the reason that has a legacy going forward is that, let's say you have a gentleman called Albert, he's got a wife, let's say he's working as a mechanic, he's got a young daughter, let's call her Lily. Now he goes off to war, he manages it for 3 years, and then he just can't continue and he gets shot for cowardice. Now Albert was providing an income for his wife as a mechanic. Obviously he's dead because he's been shot, so that income is no longer there. So his wife is going to struggle for that, but also she's not going to receive a pension because her husband has been shot for cowardice. More than that, there's a social stigma, so their names did not go on any of the memorials in the local villages, so everyone would have known that this person had been shot for cowardice. And that would have been something that both Albert's wife and Lily would have carried with them through their lives. So they might well have been destitute, so their whole financial trajectory has been changed and diverted by Albert being shot for cowardice. Now that's going to change Lily's life, which is going to change her children's life. It's going to change the sort of people that they associate with, the schools they can go to, the self-esteem that they have, and the lives that they build for themselves. So if you have a relative in your family who was shot for cowardice, it will have affected every single generation since then, and it's really, really sad because just not enough was understood at the time about what shell shock was and the conditions that these kids, often boys, were living in.